Mountain, Island, Lightning Bolt, Spell Pierce, Switchblade, Stab Wound, Red Mage, Blue Mage.
Hello there.
We're back at it again. Can't get enough of sealed Strixhaven. Now, this is a continuation of the visit that you've heard on the last combat phase, if you've been listening along. And it's morning. We're just doing a little bit of drafting. And I asked you, do you want to record this? It's like, easy either way, no pressure. And you're like, yeah, let's record.
Yeah, I could record.
And so I feel like you've got perhaps a banger on your hands.
I got a banger.
Okay.
I got a bop.
We'll see how that goes then. I will establish no expectations for my deck.
Sounds good.
That way I can only impress myself.
That's right. Set the bar low enough, you're bound to impress. All right, let's roll. 16.
Yeah, it's a new day.
18. Fuck. Ooh. Blue dice falters yet again.
You shut your mouth. You do not say that.
That is a big fat no for me.
That is a big fat yes for your boy.
Ooh. Already off to a better start.
I had a random topic in mind a second ago. Because before we started playing, we were watching some cooking YouTube. And I've had this conversation with Amber, and she has very strong opinions on it, and so do I.
Okay.
Do you have any opinion about the term, not the concept, but the term umami? First of all, what do you understand umami to mean?
Umami is one of those kind of out there tastes. It's supposed to be the sixth taste or the additional taste beyond like sour and sweet and all those.
Yeah.
Salty and
Bitter, yeah.
And bitter, yes, thank you. Umami is kind of filed in between a couple of those, and it's supposed to give, like, I think it's more texture based from what I understand, but I really haven't read into it. I've heard umami, I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care if people want to call something umami, go knock yourself out.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
I'm so glad to hear that, because that's kind of my opinion,
Okay.
too. So I when I started watching a bunch of cooking YouTube, umami is like a very popular term used at the moment.
It's the bougie term right now.
Yes. And I looked it up and what it's supposed to mean. And yes, you're like you say, it's like this additional taste beyond sour, sweet, bitter, salty. And what it really means, if you can look it up, it means savory,
Okay.
Like meat is savory.
Sure.
The flavor of meat doesn't fall into sour, sweet, bitter.
Sure.
It can have salt, obviously, but
Sure.
meat itself doesn't have a salty taste necessarily.
Right.
And so my issue, the issue I take with it is, as you're saying, it's just a trendy term for a term we already had, which is savory. So I think if you say umami, you're just trying to shine someone on, basically.
I feel that way about mouthfeel. It's texture.
Yeah, you can say texture.
Yeah. It's texture.
That's a fine thing to say, too.
Yes.
I've definitely been guilty of saying mouthfeel, but you're right.
It's okay. I forgive you. All right.
You like your second hand?
I like my second hand much better.
戦闘フェーズに入る。
All right. I'll start off with a swamp, and I'll pass my turn.
Let's start with a Witherbloom Campus and pass.
I will cast another swamp, and I will plumb the Forbidden.
I'll bet.
Yeah. It's an additional cost to cast the spell. You may sacrifice one or more creatures. When you do, copy the spell for each creature sacrificed this way. I draw a card and I lose one life.
So you're basically cycling it.
I'm cycling it. So, 19, get a card, pass my turn.
Good. Play a land and pass.
Okay. Play planes, and pass my turn.
I'm going to cast Blood Researcher.
Ooh, okay.
So this is 2/2 menace. Whenever I gain life, I put a 1/1 counter on Blood Researcher.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. End of your turn. I want to eliminate it.
Destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. Totally rad.
I'm that kind of guy. Draw a card.
You can suck my dick and balls.
Hey. All right. Put the planes into play. Pass my turn.
I know you're going to be that kind of deck.
I
Huh?
am.
dick muncher. I'm going to play Spectre of the Fens.
Ooh,
It's a 2/3 flyer. For 6 mana, I can have you lose 2 life and I gain 2 life.
Okay.
Pass.
Okay. Nice swamp. Okay. Tap all 5. Got my mythic for the Shadrix Silver Quill. That is so hard to say. Legendary Elder Dragon. Flying double strike. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may choose 2. Each mode must target a different player. So here are the 3. Target player creates a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying. Target player draws a card and loses 1 life. Target player puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature they control. It is a 2/5 flying double strike.
Got it.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
An Elder Dragon, huh? I'm going to play a Springmane Servan.
Okay.
It's a 3/2. I gain 2 life when it comes into play.
Okay. Nice and easy.
I'll pass.
Okay. Tap an island in the swamp. I'm going to curate. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest back on top of your library in any order. And then draw a card.
Okay.
Looking at the top 2. Look at that. Put Environmental Sciences in my graveyard. I'm going to put this card back on top of my library, and then I'm going to draw a card. And then I'm going to cast Sparring Regimen.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a nice 1-2 combo. It's enchantment. When Sparring Regimen enters the battlefield, learn. So I'm going to learn.
So this is supposed to be one of the best cards in the format.
Really? Yep, it's very good. I'm going to learn Introduction to Annihilation. When you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature and untap it. So kind of pseudo vigilance. Okay. Beginning of combat. I will not choose anything.
Okay.
Just keep it as a 2/5. And then I will attack with my Silver Quill for 2/5, but with the Sparring Regimen it gets +1/+1. And then I'm going to untap it. So I'll attack for 3/5, double strike.
Alright, I'm at 16.
Okay, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to cram session.
Okay,
So I gain 4 life.
okay,
Puts me back at 20. And I learn. I'm going to get Introduction to Prophecy,
okay,
which I'm going to go ahead and cast.
okay.
So I scry 2 and draw a card. Go ahead and ship those to the bottom. Draw my card. Okay. I'll pass.
Alright. Go ahead and cast Introduction to Annihilation on the Spectre of the Fens.
Okay.
You got your card drawn there. Okay, combat, not choosing anything. I will attack. Sparring Regimen gives a +1/+1. So 4/7 double strike.
Okay, I'm at 12.
Your turn.
Yikes. That's annoying. I guess, yeah, okay. I'm gonna cast Cram Session.
Okay.
So I go up to 16.
Okay.
I learn. And what do I learn? Surprise! It's the Introduction to Prophecy.
Woo!
I flunked it the first time. I had to retake it. Scry 2 and draw. Yep. Neither of those help me right now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I need a hero.
I can be a hero, baby.
No.
Oh.
You are my devil.
Oh, I'm sad.
You are jamming an Elder Dragon
This is true.
into my urethra.
Okay. I am going to choose, beginning combat, I am going to choose 2 modes. I'm going to get a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying. You are going to get a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control.
Sick. I don't think we have any Inkling
No
tokens.
Inklings.
Just flip one of these tokens over.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Sounds good to me. Okay, I will attack here with the Shadrix Quill.
So I take 10.
Correct.
I'm at 6.
Okay, your turn.
Good game.
Good game.
No, did not find an answer for that.
He's a chunky boy with the sparring regimen.
Yeah, you had Elder Dragon being souped up by one of the best cards in the format. That is quite lethal.
Yes.
Well, I think I have at least one sideboard card.
Okay.
Aggressive pile shuffling!
Round 2. Fight!
Alright, come on. Be cautious. Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. The crown! Mulligan.
Okay.
Whereas the first one was like kind of a tricky decision.
Sure.
That one, I didn't have an option.
Ah.
So I have to ditch 2 of these. On 6, this would be sweet. On 5, it's decidedly less sweet. But let's ditch these. Alright. At long last, after 2 mulligans from your boy, we are ready to begin. Start with a Silver Quill Campus and pass.
Okay. I will start with an island and pass.
I'll cast an Unwilling Ingredient. So there's a 1-mana frog, a 1/1 with Menace. I can pay 3 and exile it from my graveyard to draw a card and lose a life.
Okay.
Done.
Play a plains. I will play Environmental Sciences. The lesson, this in my deck this time though. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it and put it into your hand, and then shuffle. I gain 2 life. So I'll go up to 22. Search for a basic land, which is a swamp. Put that in my hand.
Right on.
And I will pass my turn.
I'll hit you for 1, my frog.
Okay. I'm at 21.
And then I'll cast Blood Researcher yet again. 2/2 Menace. When I gain life, it gets a counter.
Okay.
Done.
And then I will take 3. And I'll play Letter of Acceptance.
The Seth Classic.
That's right. Artifact, tap to add 1 mana of any color, or I can pay 2 and tap, sacrifice Letter of Acceptance, and draw the card. I'll pass my turn.
Okay. I'll take it for 3.
Okay.
2 creatures.
18.
Then I'm going to cultivate.
Okay.
So I get 2 basic lands. One comes into play tapped, and the other goes into my hand. So we get 2 swamps.
Okay. Have a swamp in the plains. I'm going to play Killian, Ink Duelist. Legendary creature, human warlock, 2/2, lifelink menace. Spells you cast that target a creature cost 2 less to cast.
Yep.
And then I will tap my Letter of Acceptance in an island and cast another Environmental Sciences.
Look at you.
Yeah. I will put Reveal an Island. And I will pass my turn.
Cast my Springmane Servant again.
Okay.
3/2, I gain 2. When I gain life, my Blood Researcher gets a 1/1 counter.
Okay.
I'll attack you for 4.
4 altogether. Okay.
They both have Menace.
Okay. Well, makes it easy.
Yep.
14.
And then I will cast Mortality Spear. So it costs 2 less. If I gain life this turn, destroy target non-land permanent.
Okay.
Take out Killian.
Sure.
And I'll pass.
Okay. Tap everything here. Get Shattered Silver Quill back out.
Sure.
Okay. I'll pass my turn.
I'll bet. That's awesome, dude.
Oh, yes.
I'm really happy for you, actually. Attack you for 4 again.
Okay. 10.
I'll pass.
Okay. Alright. 2 here, 2 here, 2 islands, 2 plains. Let me cast Archmage Emeritus.
Okay.
Magecraft, it's a human wizard, 2/2. Magecraft, whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery spell, draw a card. And then I'm also going to cast blue here, swamp, Soothsayer Adept. 1/3 Merfolk Wizard, 1 in the blue, tap this, draw a card, then discard a card. Beginning of combat, I will not choose anything.
Okay.
And I will pass my turn.
I'm going to attack you with my unwilling ingredient.
Okay. I will take it.
Okay.
Okay. Puts me at 9.
I'll play a Mage Hunter.
Okay.
So 3/4 horror. Whenever an opponent casts or copies an instant or sorcery spell, they lose 1 life.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. Plains and islands. I'm going to curate, so I'll lose my life down to 8. I'll have the Meritus resolve, draw my card. And now I want to look at the top 2 cards in my library, put a number of them into the graveyard, and the rest back on top in any order. I'm going to put this swamp in the graveyard, put this card here on top, draw it. I'm going to destroy Mage Hunter.
How? So you're trying to cast Fracture.
Fracture. Sorry.
So you and I were talking
Yeah.
before when we were drafting.
Yeah.
And you mentioned a card that you're like, oh, this isn't as good as I thought.
Yeah.
And I said I had a card that didn't do what I thought it did.
Right.
It was that card.
It was Fracture.
And
yeah.
literally I was like, oh man, this is so good. 2 mana, kill a creature? That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then, at the very last second, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it doesn't do that.
So that card is literally useless in my deck now. So, okay. I'll cast one more. I do have another option. I will expel the Blood Researcher.
It is not tapped.
God damn it. Oh! I'm fucked this game.
I don't think you're fucked. How are you fucked this game?
We'll see.
I have a 1/1 that I can ping you with right now, and you can stop it at any point.
Sure. Well.
You have a Elder Dragon.
Yeah.
You have Archmage Emeritus, which is going to draw you a card off of every non-creature spell that you have. And you can loot at any point as well.
Yeah, but
Which
I'm
you have not
so
done yet.
thrown off kilter now because those 2 cards suck so bad. And that counts for a lot. Okay.
Well, take comfort in the fact that you have an overwhelmingly more powerful board state than I do.
Yeah. Okay, I will not do anything with the Silver Quill, and I will go ahead and attack with the Silver Quill.
Just hit me for 4.
Yes.
Alright, I'm at 18.
Okay. Your turn.
What a good draw! I'm gonna attack you for 1 with my unwilling ingredient.
Okay. What cards do you have in your hand, I wonder?
What could it be?
I'm trying to think. There's so many cards in this set that I have no idea about. I'll go ahead and double block.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
It will die, is what happens.
We'll die, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and pay...
How do you want your 1 damage to go?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter to me. I guess the Archmage
Okay.
I'll do the damage to. So I'm paying 3 to exile the unwilling ingredient from the graveyard. I draw a card and I lose 1 life.
Okay.
So I'm at 17. Cool. So this doesn't really change anything, but I'll play Killian, Ink Duelist, one of
okay.
my own. So again, Lifelink Menace, a 2/2. Spells I cast that target creatures cost 2 less.
Okay.
That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Let's cast Waterfall Aerialist. 3/1 flying, Ward 2.
Okay.
Alright. Let's get to attack in here. Start of combat.
No modes.
No modes. I'll attack in 4 total with the Silver Quill.
I'm at 13.
Okay. I will pass my turn. The glasses are coming off. Let it be known.
I'm going to attack with both of my menace creatures, so Killian and my Blood Researcher.
Okay. I will block the Blood Researcher with the Soothsayer Adept and the Waterfall Aerialist.
It's like this.
Yes. And I will leave Killian alone.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to infuse with vitality my blood researcher.
Okay.
So until end of turn, the creature gains death touch, and when this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under my control, and I gain 2 life.
Very good.
So, let's see. So that resolves first. So I gain 2 life from that. Then the fight happens, and I can kill one of these. I'll kill your aerialist.
Okay.
And then my blood researcher comes back into play tapped.
Okay. Yeah, that's good combat trick there.
And then you take 2 damage from killing
Yes.
him.
I am at 6.
And I gain 2 from that. I'm at 17.
Okay.
Jesus. I'm done.
Okay, end of your turn, I'm going to draw a card
Off your Soothsayer Adept.
and then discard. Yes, correct. Discard Fracture since it is a crushing disappointment. Okay.
Do you happen to have Crushing Disappointment in your hand right now?
I wish. I wish. Play Plains for the turn. Now I can actually cast Expel. And I will cast that on... Decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast that on the Blood Researcher.
Okay.
I'll exile that.
You do lose a life from my
do.
Mage Hunter when that
Yes,
happens.
that puts me at 5. Thank you for the reminder.
You're very welcome.
Alright. Let's get out another creature out there. Let's cast Silver Quill Pledge Mage. 3/1 Vampire Cleric. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, this card gains my choice of flying or lifelink until end of turn.
Okay.
Okay. So, combat. I will attack for 4. No modes.
Okay, 13.
Okay.
My turn.
Your turn.
This is upsetting. I'm going to swing out. Attack with all 3. So
Okay.
A 3/2, a 3/4, and a 2/2 menace lifelink.
Okay.
Idiot. It's okay.
Okay. I'm going to cast Curate, so lose my life.
Yeah.
So I'm a 4. I'm going to give the Silver Quill Pledge Mage lifelink until end of turn. I'll go ahead and resolve Curate here. Okay. Put the Plains in the graveyard. I'm going to put this card on top and draw it. And wish that I had mana to actually cast it, because it would be okay this turn. Okay. And then with the Emeritus, I'm supposed to draw a card as well for the Curate.
So you should have drawn a Plains, or whatever the top card
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. So I just missed on that one. Let's see.
Judge?
Yeah, right. Strixhaven is pretty advanced for somebody like me.
There's a lot going on.
There's too much. I will double block
Killian?
Killian. And with the Emeritus, I will block the Elk. The Springmate Servant.
Okay.
Okay. Like that.
So I'll take out the Pledge Mage with Killian,
Okay.
and the Servant and the Archmage just trade.
Trade. Okay.
Okay.
So I take 3. I got 3 from lifelink. Kind of at a wash. I'm still at 4.
And you take 3 from Mage Hunter. Because that was not blocked, right?
Correct. And I had lifelink here doing the 3 damage.
I see what
So
you're saying.
yeah, so it cancels out. And you gain 2 for
I did, yeah.
Killian.
I'm at 15.
Okay. I'm at 4 still.
2, 3, 6. I'm going to Rise of Extus. It's a sorcery, exile target creature. I'm going to exile
Okay.
Shadrix. And then I exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from a graveyard.
Okay.
Can I look at your graveyard?
Sure thing. There you go.
I'm going to exile this Expel.
Okay.
Don't know if you have a way to get that back, but why mess around with it? And then I learn off of Rise of Extus.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to get an Introduction to Prophecy.
Okay.
And I will pass.
Okay.
Come on, baby! So
It's,
the state of the board, I'm at 15. Seth is at 4. I just have a Mage Hunter on board. Seth has a Letter of Acceptance on board.
So if I can turn it around, let's see. Okay, I'm going to cast Shadewing Laureate. It's a human warlock flying 2/2. Whenever another creature I control with flying dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll get Sparring Regimen back out there.
Okay.
Making another appearance. Okay, and when this enters the battlefield, you get to learn. I'll learn Introduction to Annihilation. And when I attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature and untap it. Nothing to attack with right now, so I will pass my turn.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I will attack you for 3.
I will have to block.
And then I will cast an Elder Dragon. Beladros Witherbloom. So this is a 4/4 Elder Dragon with flying. At the beginning of each upkeep, I get a 1/1 pest. I can pay 10 life to untap all lands I control.
Okay.
So I will pass.
Okay.
And I'll get a pest on your turn.
Battle of the Dragons.
Yeah.
I think that probably... Yep, that will be it. Good game.
Good game. Jesus Christ.
Man.
I feel like I had to work my ass off for that.
Okay, so first things first, let's get those 2 bullshit cards out that don't do what they should be doing.
what you thought they did.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I did exactly the same thing.
Yeah, that really makes that card disappointing.
There's something about that, because that happened a few times in our Filthy Casual review of Strixhaven. The one I remember is, it's a lore hold card, and it says, it's a sorcery, I believe, and you return an artifact, an artifact, an instant, a sorcery, an enchantment, a planeswalker, and I think maybe a land back to your hand.
Something like that.
And I read that, and of course your brain just auto-completes and says, creature. Like, that's almost all of them. It should say, like, each type except creature. And then you would grok it, you know? Like, if that said, destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent...
I'd be better with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad templating.
I agree. Wizards, hope you're listening.
I'm sure they are.
Final round. Fight!
Come on. I need a hero. AKA a playable hand. Clown!
Everybody says, not looking good. I will keep.
Absolutely not.
No. Oh.
Unacceptable. One land that can't cast anything in my hand.
Oh, no.
My God.
Why you do this?
So I will keep.
Okay.
Now I gotta think about what to get rid of. Okay, when all is said and done, I took 1 mulligan, and you kept your initial. Alright.
Okay.
We're ready to begin.
I'll start with an island and pass my turn.
Start with Witherbloom Campus and pass.
Okay. Play Swamp. 2. I'm going to play Campus Guide. It's an artifact creature golem, 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, I may search my library for a basic land card, reveal it, shuffle it, and put that card on top. Reveal myself a plains. I am shuffling, and then I will place that on top and pass my turn.
So we'll play Professor of Symbology.
Ooh.
So this is a 2/1, and when it enters the battlefield, I learn.
Okay.
What do I get, though? I think I'm going to get Introduction to Prophecy.
Okay. Solid choice.
And I'll pass.
Okay. Hey, look at that.
It's the planes I put on top.
Wow. Okay. Tap my planes. We'll cast Clever Lumimancer.
Okay.
01 Magecraft. Whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
Very good.
I will pass my turn.
I'm going to cast cultivate.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 2 lands. Force come to play tapped. I'll put a swamp in my hand.
Okay.
And I will pass.
Okay. I'll play a swamp. Alright, let's do some Magecraft. I'm going to cast Curate. So I'm going to look at the top 2 cards in my library. Any of them into my graveyard. I'll put Plains into my graveyard. I'll put this back on top and draw it. So the answer is at a 2/3 right now.
Yep.
And then I will cast Essence Infusion on the Campus Guide. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. Gains lifelink until end of turn. So it now becomes a 4/3.
Okay.
Lifelink for this turn.
Okay.
And the Livomancer is now a 4/5. And I will swing with both.
For 8 total?
For 8 total.
I will go to 12.
Okay, I will go to 24. I'll pass my turn.
I need a hero. Let's try to use our brains here. And what better card when you're using your brains than a cram session?
Yeah, oh yes.
So I gain 4, I go to 16, and then I learn something.
Okay.
I think it's still going to be Intro to Prophecy.
Okay.
Let me think about that for just 1 second. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it's going to be.
Okay. I like it.
And I'll pass.
Okay. Pay 2. I'm going to cast another Environmental Sciences. Library.
Get yourself a land.
Yes, sir.
I do like the flavor text on Introduction to Prophecy.
Yeah, what's up?
Final grades are posted on the first day of class. That's cool.
Well.
That's cool. Especially like that in, like, imagine going to a wizard school and you're taking Intro to Prophecy, so the basics. And so maybe part of the final project is figuring out what your final grade will be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be interesting.
That's cool.
And what if you know your grade ahead of time? Do you perform at that level because you're predestined?
What's really going to bake your noodle later on is, would you still have broken the vase if I hadn't said anything?
Just give me the damn cookie and I'll be better. Okay, I'm revealing an island. I'm actually going to play said island.
Okay.
And then I will attack with a 2/3 and a 4/3.
Okay, I'm going to block your 4/3.
Okay.
And I'm going to infuse with Vitality
Ooh,
my
okay.
Professor of Symbology.
Very good.
So it gets Death Touch, and when it dies, it comes back.
Okay.
And I gain 2 life. So I gain 2 life, and I take 2 from your...
Correct.
Okay, so I'm still at 16. So my Professor comes back, tapped, and now I get to learn something.
It's a nice little combo.
Mm-hmm. I get a Pest Summoning this time.
Okay.
Done?
Yes, sir.
What a great card!
Mm.
I'm gonna hit you for 2.
Okay, 22.
I'm going to Intro to Prophecy.
Okay.
Scry 2 and draw a card. Play my land for the turn.
Okay.
And then I'll cast my 2 things. I cast an Unwilling Ingredient and a Pest Summoning.
Okay.
Which surprisingly gets me a pest.
Really?
Indeed. And that's my turn.
Okay. Okay. I'm playing Island for turn. I will cast a Waterfall Aerialist.
Okay.
3/1 flying Ward 2.
Gotcha.
I will pass my turn.
Joke to me. This card I just drew. I'm going to attack with all. So my 2/1 Professor of Symbology, my 1/1 Menace, and my 1/1 Pest.
Okay. I'll take 4. That puts me at 18.
Okay. I will tap out.
Oh boy.
And put in Belladros Witherbloom. And then I'll pass.
Okay.
Which gets me a pest on your turn.
Okay. Yeah, tables are not looking good already for me. Okay, I'll pass my turn now.
Okay. How many cards do you have in hand?
2.
Okay. Gonna start with No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to attack... Oh, I get another pest this turn.
Yes.
Attack with my Professor, my one pest, my Unwilling Ingredient, and the other pest that was already in play.
Okay, 5 total.
Yes.
Okay, puts me at 13.
Okay. I'm going to... Introduction of Prophecy.
Okay.
So scry 2, draw a card. Card for the turn. And I will play an Honor Troll. So this is the 2/3 Vigilance. When I gain a life, I gain an extra life. And it gets +2/+1 if I have 25 or more life. I think I'm done.
Okay. Double Island, double Swamp, cast Archmage Emeritus.
The 2/2 that Magecraft, you draw a card.
Correct. Swamp and an Island. I'm going to cast Plumb the Forbidden.
Okay.
And I am going to sacrifice Clever Lumimancer in addition. So it has an additional cost to cast this spell. I may sacrifice one or more creatures. When I do, copy this spell for each creature that was sacrificed this way. So I'm going to copy it one time.
So you're going to draw 2 cards and lose 2 life.
Correct. Draw 2 cards.
And then first of all, you get a card from your Archmage.
Correct. Correct.
So you're going to get 3 cards off this deal.
Correct. I'm at 11. 3 cards. That just don't do anything. Okay. I think I'm going to have to concede on that one.
Okay.
That was do or die for me. And
Just
that
looking for an
just
answer.
did not. Go wide strategies were not something I could handle. And this did it for sure.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What an epic struggle.
Good game.
Yeah.
Good games.
Good match.
Yes. It's a very good match.
So why don't you talk about your deck a little bit?
Okay. So mine was... I want to be quick. I had very low costing creatures. It's the exact opposite of what I was trying to do yesterday, where I had just a few creatures, a lot of spells. This time I went with cheap, efficient creatures. And then I had the combo of the enchantment and the Elder Dragon. So those two I knew I was base black white.
Yep.
But beyond that,
Definitely.
I wanted to be... Well, I looked at these 2 cards and tried to see exactly what it wanted. So it wanted cheap, fast creatures to really get out there, which is, with that school, that's kind of what it's wanting to do anyways.
That's the shtick.
Yeah, so I didn't have enough just for a pure black-white deck, so I wanted to add another color. I had a lot of card draw in blue, which I thought was really nice, so I wanted to incorporate that as well. And I think this is more for Strixhaven in general. This is a very difficult set and a lot of stuff to keep track of.
Yes. There's a
And
lot of onboard stuff.
I personally don't like that. That's a little too much for me, but I mean, it's definitely keeps you on your toes.
Yep.
So it's definitely fun. I hope they come up with some simpler stuff for people who just want to attack and swing with things and have a good board state. But no, this has been a fun set for sure, and I've really enjoyed it. How about yourself? What was your game plan?
Well, I had kind of in the same situation where I did not have enough to just have a focused single college deck, which I think is probably going to be typical, at least in what we've seen so far. And I would just imagine you'd just have to get very lucky to have enough juice for a 2-color supported combo. So I kind of had 2 different bases I could have gone with. I had some Prismari stuff.
Okay.
Good cards, but only a handful of them. And I had a lot of blue, but it wasn't that good. So I had a deep pool that just wasn't impressive to me. I had the Elder Dragon, Beladros Witherbloom, which was, in sealed, it's a big thing. You want to cast your bombs. You want to be able to play your bombs if at all possible, which is, you did exactly the same thing, because that can make or break the game. I did have some good Witherbloom stuff as well. The Mortality Spear, which is a great removal spell. Infused with Vitality, which I think is a terrific card. 2 mana, gives Death Touch, gets your creature back, and you gain 2 life. I think it does a lot of good things for just 2 mana.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I splashed in white, basically. I had 2 Silver Quill campuses that made that a bit easier. and I had decent spells to bring in there. Professor of Symbology is great. Killian is good. I had Rise of Exodus, which is a very powerful 2-for-1 removal spell. And the only thing I felt a little lacking on, even though it worked out okay, were my lessons. I had 2 introductions to Prophecy, which is a pretty bad card draw spell. It's worse than a Divination, but you're getting it kind of freeload. And then Pest Summonings, which are not a very impressive summoning. 3 mana for a 1/1, I think, sucks a lot worse than, say, the Spirit, which is a 3 mana 3/2, or the Inkling, which is a 3 mana 2/1 flying, or the Elemental, which is a 5 mana 4/4. Like, it's probably the least impressive of all the things that you could summon. But it was still good enough. I mean, you're still getting a creature anyway. So yeah, I wound up going with this. I was very happy with the cram sessions, which is something we'll probably talk about next time we do a Filthy Casual review, because I like this card. Limited Resources did not in their set review, but I know they have come around on it a bit. And I think it's definitely, like, it buys you time and gets you another card. I think that's perfectly good. Yeah, that was my deck.
Very good. That was an excellent deck.
Yeah, well played. An epic 3-game match.
Very much so. Yep, well played.
All right, man. Well, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
If you guys want to keep up with Red Mage, Blue Mage, you can find us on Twitter at RedBlueMTG. Until next time, this is the Kenny and Seth Show.
That's right.
Signing off.
Bye.
Bye.